All right, welcome back to the show, DraftKings Set My Lineup Showdown, where we use expert consensus projections combined with the Vegas lines to make some assumptions and adjust the values. So let me go ahead and break this down for you. We got the Eagles versus the Skins. Start Eagles players. We're done. No, I'm just playing. But for real, this is not going to be a good game for the Skins according to the experts, according to the projections, according to everything I'm seeing. You're probably going to have a pretty heavy Eagles team aside from some massive value that we've got coming from some of these Redskin players. So let's jump right into this. I'm going to take you over to what my projections say for this game of the Redskins versus the Eagles. And it's at Philly. Just even worse for them. So let's go ahead and see what we've got going on here. Dallas Goedert is our massive value play on both sides of the ball, the captain and the flex. That being said, the captain projected is only 9.36. So you're only going to start Dallas Goedert as a captain if you're in an extremely contrarian lineup and you're trying to win it all and you think he's going to catch a touchdown. For me, I'm probably going to try and avoid that for any lineups I actually play, but I might build some out for you. Some other things that are going on. You've got your two kickers, Elliott and Hopkins, 8.03, 8.38. Pick and choose, doesn't matter. We think, of course, Jake Elliott is going to have a much better game. That's why at 8.03 projected, 3,600, his value should be better. But again, our Vegas line has pushed his value up pretty significantly. So he's worth that extra 600, even though his projection's lower. What else do we got going on here? Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin. Let's go see what Terry McLaurin's got going on in the flex spot. Terry McLaurin. Where are you, buddy? 7.92. Let's go see what's going on in DraftKings with this guy. As you can see, I sometimes don't even know much about these players. The numbers just spit something out that, hey, you should look at this. And I'd say, hey, I should look at that. And I look at it. So McLaurin likely will be Washington's starting X receiver following the release of Josh Doctson. That's what happened. That's why. So he's the guy replacing Josh Doctson, who we just spoke about in another video if you've been watching all of our Showdown lineup breakdowns. So as the X receiver at 3,000 salary, that's pretty good. That is actually really good. All right, so let's see what other value plays are popping up on here. We already know about the kickers. This is the wrong game. I am sorry. Boom. All right, back to the Redskins and Eagles. We already know about the kickers and Elliott and Hopkins. What else do we got? Trey Quinn, another massive value. What's going on here? Trey Quinn. Why are you supposed to do so well, Mr. Quinn? With an uninhibited practice behind him, he's set to go to serve as Case Keenum's primary option out of the slot while handling punt returns as well. All right, so there's an option. Do you like Trey Quinn? Do you like Dallas Goedert? Or do you like McLaurin? Doesn't matter. So these are going to be your value plays, especially in your contrarian lineups that you're going to want to start. Some other things to note that are popping up here. Adrian Peterson's value is a little bit low, but I think that's pretty awesome that he's projected 7.89. I don't know if it's going to be him or Geist that gets the ball out of the gate, so I don't know if I want to touch any of those. But I kind of lean on thinking they're going to go with Adrian Peterson from the start and not Geist. Like, why wouldn't you start AP? The man's a monster. He doesn't get hurt. Let's see what the news says. It said Geist will lead Washington's run attack and is capable of playing in any game and situation. We feel like Geist can be a first, second, and even third down back if needed. The offense carries wise will probably go through him pretty much. All right, so let's avoid Adrian Peterson. Even though he's got a decent projection, let's just assume he's not going to run the ball unless Geist gets hurt. So snub him off my list. You see him right here. Don't play this guy. This, however, is probably underprojected. Guys should be projected closer to a starting running back. Numbers 11, 12 points at $7,000 is going to be actually a pretty good value. I like to compare him more to Deshaun Jackson. I would take Geis over Jackson. So again, these are just numbers. These are projections. You sometimes have to look at the situation and take them with a grain of salt. Yeah, so we want Geis in some lineups. Again, Eagles heavy lineups with maybe Geis in there as a flyer. So let's go ahead and build some of these out really fast. Dallas Goedert is the man. Trey Quinn, awesome value as well. I like that better than McLaurin. 4,800, 13 points as a captain. Lots and lots and lots and lots of options. So let's get right into this. Let's go ahead and build a nice contrarian lineup. Darren Sproles. Yeah. What are my projections for Sproles? Not on the board. Why doesn't Sproles make the board? Let's go find out. Darren Sproles in the flex, way down here. Oh, man. It's because we don't start anyone that's got under 5 projection. I don't care who they are. So Darren Sproles doesn't make the cut at all. Robert Davis, why didn't he make the cut? I think I have them filtered down even harder than that. My value is 0 for Robert Davis. Let's go look in there in the news and see what Robert Davis is. Why didn't Robert Davis come on up? Yeah, he's behind everyone. Paul Richardson, 6,600. What's up with him? I don't like this game, guys. There's just too many. There's too many cheap options. I don't like this game. I don't know who I would play. I'm gonna go ahead and get into this though and build some lineups anyway for you guys. Yeah. Jake Elliott. All right, let's create our contrarian Trey Quinn lineup. Why is Corey Clement? I've got like this projections. My projections are just so weird for this game. Like, where's Corey Clement? Why is he way down here as well? Like, Miles Sanders is just gonna get the work. All right, I gotta trust, man. I gotta trust the experts. I gotta trust my numbers. I gotta just trust my numbers on this game. We're gonna go Trey Quinn, Corey Clement, Darren Sproles. Yeah, out of here. You ain't making the cut. Carson Wentz definitely won in the game. Case Keenum definitely don't want in the game. Deshaun Jackson, 13.4 points per game last year. He's such a flyer. So if we're doing a contrarian type play, we want to go win it all. I'm going to say put Jackson in, put Geis in, because of what we just discussed earlier. People are going to be scared of him, not know what he's going to do, but it's pretty clear they're planning on running and gunning Geis, run that guy into the ground. Carson Wentz. Where's Zach Ertz at on the projections list? Where's Ertzy fall? He's kind of down low for the flex spot. We might stay away from Ertz. He's a little bit too expensive, just like Deshaun Jackson's a little bit too expensive. Wow, look at that projection. Why is he projected so high? Oh, that's the captain's projection. That's why. Okay, let's jump right back over there to it. Trey Quinn, Carson Wentz, Deshaun Jackson, Darius Geis. We got 8,900 left, so we can plug and play Jordan Howard and Alshon Jeffrey in the game. That's pretty awesome. Deshaun Jackson, again, I'm not very high on, so we can pull him out if we want. But if you do that, there's not many options. Nelson Aguilar. So Deshaun Jackson leaves 600 on the board. Nelson Aguilar leaves a lot more on the board. I think Aguilar gets more targets in this game than Deshaun Jackson does, because he's the number 2, right? JJ, their new receiver, could cut into some of his work, they're saying. Why is he not ranked for me? So he's a number 4 wideout, could get used more. Where is he at? Projections only 4.54. Let's avoid him week 1. You're not going to want to put him in again unless you're playing a contrarian play that you're really gambling at that point. Yeah, we want Trey Quinn. We're taking Trey Quinn as the best option on the receivers for the Redskins at a discount. Yeah, we got a good lineup going here. We're gonna keep Deshaun Jackson in. Just say screw it. This would be my lineup. I may plug and play Nelson Aguilar in there, taking out Deshaun Jackson in lieu of him. But Darius Geis, even though my board didn't say it, the experts' projections I think are a little bit too high on Adrian Peterson. Everything coming out of camp, everything coming out of Washington. Geis is gonna get the ball. Geis is gonna be the guy. So this is gonna be again my tournament play, probably contrarian style lineup. Trey Quinn is not going to be in any of my lineups that I play to try and win head-to-head matchups. So let's go ahead and find our kickers real quick. Throw a kicker in for our head-to-head captain. I like Jake Elliott, obviously, because we think the Skins are going to do horrible in this game. So Jake Elliott as our captain. That leaves us 8,920 left. We're going to throw in Geis and Howard. Howard is not going to catch the ball very often. He's just not that kind of player. So that's why I'm kind of shocked that I have Sproles and Clement ranked so low. But numbers is numbers. There's a lot of options on this team, man. They got Sproles, Clement, Smallwood. Like, there's just so many options. So we're going to go with the workhorse backs and Jake Elliott because we're doing a safe lineup to try and win the game. And then we can do Carson Wentz. Now let's make some decisions here. Do we want Zach Ertz and taking Alshon Jeffrey off the board? Do we want Alshon Jeffrey and Deshaun Jackson? So here's your choices right here. You know, this is going to be your base, and now you've got Zach Ertz, Alshon Jeffrey, Deshaun Jackson, and Nelson Aguilar to try and fill that the rest of the way out. Freaking Miles Sanders. Man. I'm not going to play this game, guys. Miles Sanders projected 8.33. Miles Sanders will have a role right away in week 1, 5,600. All right, I would play him. We're going to play Howard and Sanders and just think, let's just do it. The reason why, okay, let me just touch a little bit more. I'm high on Howard this game, not only because of the projections, but my Vegas odds have adjusted his value to be even higher just because of what we said 13 times in this draft. The Philadelphia Eagles are going to crush the Washington Redskins. And if they're up, that's what Howard does. He's the bell cow back. You give him the ball, he runs the ball forward. That's it. He's not catching the ball. He's not doing anything fancy. So he's going to get you. This is probably going to be a 100-yard game for him in garbage time points, in my opinion. Miles Sanders getting themselves there, putting the points up. He's going to be involved. So let's go ahead and throw him in, and now we can put Zach Ertz as well. This right here is a really, really, really good lineup that I think I'm going to play. There's not much downside. 8,400. If you really don't want Howard in the game, you can put Jackson in and just go for the beginning of the game when the Eagles are just stacking points. But I'm gonna come for the comeback when Howard goes in late in the game and seals it up for the Eagles. So there's your breakdown for the Eagles in the Redskins. I'm sorry, that was a rough one. There are just so many things going on in the Redskins team. It's hard to choose who the value play is going to be. But you saw me break it down and go through the mix there. I like Trey Quinn. Goddard, we didn't even use him anywhere. He's our crazy flex. Let's do that real quick. All right, no Jake Elliott. Goddard, Ertz, Wentz, captain the Goddard, captain the goes. Alshon Jeffrey, avoiding Case Keenum. Now we got the same situation. We've got Jordan Howard. Oh, how are we missing Geis? Oh, we can barely get Geis. Oh, man. All right, Howard, you're out. You put Darius Geis in instead of Howard, and then you can still put your boy Nelson Aguilar in the game. That's a lineup right there as well. That is a good one. All right, there's a lot to do in this game. Again, like I said, I'm probably not going to invest too much on the actual lineups that I play, but I still wanted to break this down for you guys. The reason I'm probably not going to play too much is the question marks on Washington. You don't know who's going to do good. This is probably my favorite lineup out of all the ones that I built, though, because the storyline says the Eagles are going to absolutely destroy the Redskins. So let's just think that the Redskins maybe get Geis going for his first time, his first NFL action since his injury last year. Thanks for checking out the stream. We're going to do all of the showdown games for this Sunday, so come back by if you're looking to win some money and get some advice. Yeah, subscribe so you can check them all out. Have a good one. Peace.